Okay, hello and welcome. I heard a strange ticking noise there, so I'm a little uncertain if we might have a problem with this run or not. But I am going to try regardless. And welcome to the stream, if I may add. Okay, let us try. This is cargo train, by the way, as you can see. Let's see if we can get her up to speed. Not sure if we can. What am I missing? Here we go. Let's open the throttle and see if we can get this thing moving. No, cannot get this thing moving. Why? Why can't we get this thing moving, I wonder? What am I missing? Got power. But it is as if this train does not want to move. Let us try once more. See, there's nothing's happening. What was that, I wonder? Oh, look at that! We have power.
Liefer.
We have power. I wonder what that was. If somebody knows, please enlighten me. So it's 156, almost 157 kilometer ride. It's going to take us a while. Hopefully we can get there. I think the sound in the cab is a bit loud. Let me lower it just a tad. Like so. So I don't end up talking for no good reason. Like I did in the truck simulator stream the other day. I was talking, trying to talk over the music, but nobody could hear me. Right, speed limit. Speed limit is 40 kilometers per hour, so let's try and reach 40 kilometers per hour, but not go above 40 kilometers per hour.
Liefer.
It's 5:40 in the morning, so by the time we get to the destination, it should the sun should come up. I always end up don't know if this is better. Maybe I always end up doing this these streams at night time. I have to watch my speed here. We're at 40, so let's close the throttle a little bit. I have closed the throttle completely. Opening it a little bit again. Just trying to keep the speed at 40 kilometers per hour and thereabouts. Let's see what this terrain looks like from the outside. Looks like a fairly decent sized plane, if you ask me. Plane? Did I just say plane? I meant train. I meant train. It looked like a fairly long train. A good looking train. I like trains, especially electric trains. Electric trains, yeah. Those are my favorite kind of trains. The speed limit has gone up to 80 kilometers per hour, so I'm opening the throttle. Going to try and reach 80 kilometers per hour. So we're heading on the line between Warsaw and Szczecin, I believe, and our destination today is a place called Stargard. Or actually, I think Stargard is just a stop along the way. I think our destination actually is Szczecin. Looks like we will be there at 08:59, and it's now 05:46. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I didn't really prepare for this trip.
Liefer.
But
Liefer.
the good thing about that is we get to spend a lot of time together. That's nice on a Friday evening or morning or afternoon.
Liefer.
Hitting 75 kilometers per hour, so I'm going to ease off on the throttle a little bit. Trying to stay within the limits. I can't not guarantee that I will be able to stay within limits, but at least I am trying.
Liefer. Liefer.
I see the cabin lights are flashing a little bit. I wonder why, but it makes me want to turn them off for now.
Liefer. Liefer.
Speaking of which, I don't actually know if I have seen in Train Simulator or Train Sim World any line that stretches
Liefer.
as long as the lines in open rails do. I mean, some of the American subdivisions there, you can drive for almost 9 hours or more. Even I think I've seen even more than that.
Liefer.
From one end of the line to the other. And that's impressive. I don't think I've seen that kind of distance in Train Simulator.
Liefer.
And also this, you can say what you want about the graphics, that it's old and outdated and whatnot, but at the end of the day, that's not really what it comes down to. It's more about the experience itself and the enjoyment it gives to the, in this case, me, because this is just smooth as glass, just sailing along down the line here. I'm 2 kilometers an hour over the speed limit, so closing the throttle a little bit. No, it just offers something that I haven't come across in the train simulators. It's hard to put your finger on, but it's one of those. It's one of those. I might have to add some dynamic braking here because we're speeding up quite a bit. I'm going to add some dynamic brakes. We're almost 10 hours across above the speed limit. We're going 0.5% downhill. So this is a heavy train. I'm using 80% dynamic brakes right now and I cannot hold her. Well, speed is starting to come down. My speed is starting to come down now. So I hope we don't come across any any steeper hills descents than that. Because I'm gonna have to use the brakes then to hold her back. At 85 now, coming back down towards 80. Yeah, we're going to turn off the dynamic brakes there and coast. Speed is still going down, so it was the right choice.
Lifa.
Adding a little bit of throttle, 5%. See if we can hold around 80 kilometers per hour. That is the goal, to stay at the speed limit. 10% throttle now. Seems to be holding at 80. Well, dropping ever so slightly. 11%. 12 maybe. 11. Nope, we need 12% of throttle, I believe, to hold her at speed. Let's have another look outside. I don't know about you, but I think this is a good looking train. I really do. That fellow was a little bit close to the edge of the platform there. I certainly wouldn't stay that close to the platform if I were him.
Lifa.
Looks like we're staying for 13 minutes at
Lifa.
Stargard before continuing. That's good. That gives us some time to go. Oh, here's a meeting. There's another cargo train coming the opposite way. Yeah, that gives us some time to have
Lifa.
refreshments before carrying on. Looks like a large factory
Lifa.
on the left-hand side up here.
Lifa.
Some sort of chemical plant or cement plant, or might even be something to do with grain because of all those large tanks there.
Lifa.
That on the left is for sure a grain silo. Ooh, that's a new sound. What does that mean? Another downhill coming up. Closing the throttle. What does that mean? Yeah, I guess you can tell I'm pretty new at this, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun with these trains. It's a very relaxing hobby to drive trains. I don't know if it's relaxing to do it for a living, but I find it rather relaxing to do it as a hobby. Looks like it's a little bit of a climb, just a tiny little incline here, so throttle is at 20% and she's not holding, so I'm adding more throttle, 30%. Yes, there we go, picking up, increasing speed.
Lifa.
Oh, these Polish lines are magnificent. You have to take into consideration that
Lifa.
somebody actually made these available. These are freeware. You know, there's no money involved. So if you take that into consideration, you can you know it's a labor of love, and it shines through on every level, because I am amazed at what they have achieved actually. Yeah, I've put the link to the both open rails and the Polish lines in the description on the stream. So if this is something you could you would like to try for yourself, you can follow my links. But it's always wise to do it sooner rather than later, because you never know, all of a sudden these people might not feel like being taken for granted anymore and stop offering this for free. It's definitely something people would pay for. So grab it while you can, folks. And make sure to let them know that you appreciate what they have done.
Lifa. Lifa.
I don't know how many of you have been into flight simming, but I have for quite some time, and all the way from flight simulator. Well, I'm not going to count the early ones, but let's just say Flight Sim 2000 up till the current one. And for those who have been in that hobby for some time, we know that the freeware scene is a huge part of the hobby, and sometimes you come across freeware that actually outshines payware offerings. But it's always the same grief that the creators of freeware have, and that's that they are taken for granted many times. People seem to forget the forget to say thanks. Simple as that. So what I'm trying to say, it doesn't hurt to say thank you when you are given something like this for free. I'm at 100% dynamic braking, and it's a 0.8 downhill. And I'm almost managing to hold her back, but not quite. Okay, it straightened out again, so I'm letting go of the brakes. She has a lot of kinetic energy right now, so she's still picking up speed, but that will bleed off soon. Sun should be coming up in not too long. It's spring, so I don't know when the sun comes up in Poland normally at this time of year, but I should think it's between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. See, we've almost bled off those extra kilometers per hour that we picked up from that little drop there. Okay, let's open the throttle to around 10%. Trying to hold the train speed at as close to the speed limit as possible. So far it's been smooth sailing. Let's have a look outside the train for a moment.
Lifa.
124 kilometers to go before we hit Stargard.
Lifa.
I don't know if that's a switching yard or just a siding. We might be staying there for 13 minutes
Lifa.
because there's a passenger train passing or something, but so far it's been double lines all the way. I don't know if it will stay a double line all the way to Szczecin, but stay with me and you'll find out. By the way, I hate to ask this, but if you are here and you don't dislike this stream, I would really appreciate if you click the like button. It really does make life better when you're sharing stuff like this. Oh, time for some brake. Time for some dynamic braking again. 80%. Still increasing. 100%. Speed is still increasing. It's only a 0.3% drop. Ah, okay, our speed is bleeding off slowly now. It might also be that the dynamic brakes needs some time to build up enough torque to actually have any any braking effects. I'm going to turn the brake off a little bit and see if the speed is holding. Seems to be holding.
Lifa.
Passing what appears to be, if I'm reading this correctly, the sign on the wall that says Wronki. Yeah, Wronki it says.
Lifa. Lifa.
Adding some power.
Lifa. 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 Lifa.
I'm feeling proud now. I've been quiet for almost a minute.
Lifa.
That's what you have to expect when you come to one of Hookett's streams. uh, I like to talk.
Li
I hope this will be something else than an echo chamber as time goes by. Maybe if I'm patient and I keep doing this, people will appear, and I will have someone to interact with at some point. That will be excellent.
Lifa.
I had to go to almost 30% power there because we are climbing 0.5%. Yeah, 0.3 now. So I have to keep the throttle at 30% by the looks of it to keep my speed up. We're still losing speed. I'm going to go to 40% throttle. It just became a 0.5% climb. And this isn't a light little passenger train, this is a fairly heavy cargo train, so it's understandable that we need more power than normal to keep the speed up at 50% throttle now.
Lifa.
Okay, it's leveled off, so I'm easing up on the throttle again, going down to 15%. Twelve, 11%. And we're climbing again, back up to back up to 40 or even 50. Yes, 50%. 45. 40. 45%. Have to keep manipulating the throttle constantly, it seems. It's not It's not a fire and forget weapon, this train. Take back down to 12%, because it's flat again. I didn't get the name of the place we just passed, unfortunately. I was too busy watching the instruments. I'll catch it next time. I'm sure we can make this run in the opposite direction as well.
Liefer. Liefer.
Coming down to 10% on the throttle. We're a little bit over the speed limit, not much, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Liefer. Liefer. Liefer.
Just making some slight adjustments to my seating position here.
Liefer. AFB. Störung. AFB. Störung.
Okay. That was a warning about the ASB. Could it be the automatic safety brakes or something? My German isn't all that stiff these days. I haven't spoken or communicated in German in many years. But they said Störung, so that means disturbance. So I'm guessing some kind of signal interference with the safety systems aboard the train. Oh, we need to apply some dynamic brakes here, and a lot of it too, because it's a minus 1.3%. We do not want to have the train run away from us. It's at 87 now and still gaining speed. And I'm at 100% dynamic brakes, almost at 90 kilometers an hour. Okay, and then 90. I'm gonna give it a little burst of wheel brakes here.
Liefer.
Just to avoid getting a runaway. That was just as I did that too. The downhill was over. It's typical, isn't it? All of a sudden we're losing a lot of speed. Alright, so I'm going to be more careful next time when I have to apply wheel brakes. I'm just going to apply a tiny amount. We lost a lot of energy there. That was not good. Bad energy management on my part. And 40% throttle now, trying to bring the speed back up to 80. Down to 30%. And going back down to 11%. Opening the throttle a little bit again because we have a slight climb. Opening the throttle to 40% right now, and still she wants more. So having the throttle 50% open. Still losing speed, climbing a little bit. 60%. And what goes up must come down, so I hope there's not a sharp drop in altitude once we get over the top of this hill. Because she does not want to... the dynamic brakes are not enough to hold... to slow this train down on a downhill. Well, at least the speed is coming back up. Easing off on the throttle again. Back down to 12%. Less than 100 kilometers to go to the first stop, which might be the last stop. I'm not sure. I'm not yet 100% sure on how to read these timetables, but I do think we got about an hour's drive after we reach Stargard. And it's going to be an hour and 13 minutes because we have to stay there for 13 minutes before continuing. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. I hope I'm not wrong. And I just saw that we're gaining again. Back on the dynamic brake. Going to have to give it a little bit of brakes, I'm afraid. We're gaining too much. We're just gaining too much speed. Careful not to overheat the brakes here. I'm afraid to. I'm just going to let them take my speed down and then I'm going to release them. I don't want to burn my brakes, which I'm probably fairly close to doing right now. Okay, I'm coming back off the brakes. Still going downhill, so I got the speed down to 80 and now, okay, it's leveling off here. Trowski Mycin, was that the right name, I wonder? I think I can ease off on the dynamic brake now and even open the throttle a little bit. 11%. Looks like we are approaching a switch. Should slow down for the switch, I think. Let's get down to around between 40 and 50 for the switch. I don't think they enter sidings at 80 kilometers per hour. Just doesn't feel right. So I'm going to slow down, and if that's a mistake, do not hesitate to let me know. I'm not sure if I'm slowing down fast enough. We're at 70 kilometers per hour.
Liefer.
2 kilometers to go to the switch. Quite a lot of switches coming up. First, we're going to the right, and then going to the left, and then to the right again. $60 kilometers per hour. Looks like you will be able to. I think I'll try and go through the switches at no faster than 40. That makes sense to me. And if you want to correct my behavior, leave a comment. I appreciate any feedback, good or bad or constructive. That's why I'm here. I'm here to learn. I am here to learn. $50 kilometers per hour. I'm just stay on the brakes a little bit more. There's a speed limit coming up as well, 40 in 3 kilometers. So that's the second set of switches there. So might not be such a bad call to slow down for this anyway.
Rifa.
Almost there. We're going 48 kilometers per hour at the moment.
Rifa.
Will we be able to get down to 40 before the switch? I don't think so, but maybe 45. Or actually, we might just make it here. 44 now. 43. Yeah, this is looking good. Okay, 40. I think I can coast.
Rifa.
I must say, I'm glad I didn't go faster. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think I would have been comfortable going through that switch any faster than this, if I may say so. I'm going to add a little bit of throttle here. This looks like a large switch yard. We're going back over to the left here in a moment. 300 meters.
Rifa.
And now the speed limit is 40. So I think that was a good call. I think I did the right thing here.
Lifa.
For once.
Lifa.
Adding a little bit of throttle. I'm not going to speed up just yet, but I don't want to lose any more speed either. Well, it looks like a large container yard on the left. A depot. Let's have a look. Okay, speed limit just went from 40 to 80, so let's open up the throttle again.
Lifa.
Oh, livestock on the left. Grazing. And it's 6:40 in the morning. According to the timetable, we will be at Stargard in around 20 minutes. But that is, of course, only if I manage to to keep us on the right track here. Oh, climb. Adding power. Adding more power. Looks like we are really losing a lot of speed here.
Lifa.
Oh, what? I'm at 100% throttle, and something must have happened, because we're not climbing. Don't have any power. Or do we? No. Yes, we are gaining. What was that? That must have been a pretty heavy climb then. Wow, I'm amazed at how much speed we lost at that climb. I was certain that some security safety system had kicked in and was stopping the train or something, but no, it was just the load going uphill. Wow,
Lifa.
that was a heavy climb. That was a heavy one, yeah.
Lifa.
Getting some speed back now. Sorry about that, hit my mic there. You can probably tell that I don't have the super most expensive studio equipment yet. If I'm still doing this, you know, half a year from now, I'm probably going to invest in some more equipment. But at the moment, since I am not having much success in attracting viewers just yet, I think I might hold off of that just a little bit longer. You never know. Maybe somebody will build it and they will come, he said. So that's what I'm
Lifa.
hoping for. "78 kilometers to go to the not the destination, to Stargard."
Lifa.
Almost hitting 70 kilometers per hour. I'm going to, as before, I'm going to try and run at close to 80.
Rifa.
As close as I can, anyway.
Rifa. Rifa. Rifa.
Oh, but it says that we are to arrive. Oh, I just noticed. We are to arrive at 8 o'clock. And it's not yet 7, and it's only 76 kilometers. And we are not to depart until 8:13. So, if that is the case, I don't think I'm gonna have people sitting here waiting for 1 hour to depart. In that case, I'll just end the stream and then start the next stream when the train is ready to depart. Because I don't think we'll be at Stargard at 8 o'clock. I think we'll be there at 7 o'clock. So that's 1 hour and 13 minutes of waiting. No way. I will spare you that. Passing Podlesiak. I'm thinking around another 30 minutes until we cover those 73 kilometers, roughly.
Rifa. Rifa. Rifa.
Smooth sailing so far since the switching. It's been No,
Rifa.
no hill climbing and no descending either. It's been just straight and level, which is nice, makes things easier.
Rifa. Rifa. Rifa.
Just as I said that, it might be my my tunnel vision or something, but it does look like there's a slight climb coming up. Yep, there is. Add some power. As long as it's not a downhill again, I'm happy. I almost lost control of it. They're going downhill. Let's see how the back of the train is doing. As expected, the back of the train is doing just fine. Going uphill again. Uh, 1.6. Adding power. 63
Rifa.
kilometers to go to our stop.
Rifa.
Ever so slightly above the speed limit here. Let's bleed off those 2 kilometers per hour.
Rifa. 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 Rifa.
Ah, here we go. 80 kilometers per hour. Let's see. Back up to 11% throttle. Let's see if we can hold 80.
Rifa. 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 Rifa.
There's another village coming up.
Rifa.
Oh, we have a 40 speed limit coming up ahead. It's time to start thinking about slowing down. Leaving the throttle at 0 for the time being, just to see how much speed will bleed off. And she's not bleeding off a whole lot, so going to have to apply some dynamic brakes. The kinetic energy stored in these trains is very large. I'm sure it can go on rolling forever if you don't intentionally slow it down. I'm 100% dynamic brakes and she's barely bleeding off speed.
Rifa.
I think we'll be fine though. There's still 2 kilometers or more than 1 kilometer to go to the speed board, so I think that will be fine. Currently at 63 kilometers per hour.
Rifa.
The signal flashing, so there is something going on up ahead.
Rifa.
Oh, I think we're going to be slightly overspeeding. Yeah. .300 meters we're supposed to be going at 40, we're going 43. That's too... Talk about timing.
Rifa.
That was some good timing right there. That was 40. And now speed limit just went back up to 80. I think it was just 40 through the station there. No, it's not. It's 40 again. All right. For a moment there it said 80, but it went back down to 40. I'm glad I didn't manage to get speed up any further. It's going to turn back to 80 again soon though.
Rifa.
Yep, it just went back up to 80. We can open the throttle again.
Liefern.
We're also climbing. So I'm giving it all she's got. Surprised we're not wheel slipping.
Liefern.
It's probably a good thing it's not raining. Or we would probably be wheel slipping.
Liefern. Liefern.
Oh, we're going downhill again. Oof. Luckily it was just a short little lump. we go, downhill. I hope it's not a long one. Ooh, this looks like it's going to give us quite a bit of speed here. Yep, I'm giving it a touch of brakes. Looks like a big city coming up ahead. Wonder what city that is.
Lifa.
I wasn't quick enough to read the sign on the building there. There's a station here. See if I can manage to read the sign here. No. It's like a fairly large city though.
Lifa.
Adding power. There's a climb, a little climb. Looks like it's going up and down like a roller coaster here.
Lifa.
Well, the good thing about this is you can use the energy you gain when going down when you're going up again. You don't have to add too much power. That's good. It really is like a roller coaster. This one goes up and down 2 or 3 times now. But I prefer that to just going down, to be honest.
Lifa.
So hard holding this train back using the dynamic brakes. It's just a matter of practice, I believe, but still.
LIVA. 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 LIVA.
Less than 25 kilometers to go. So maybe maybe my calculations were off and not the timetable, because it does appear like we will be closer to 8 a.m. at Stargard after all. I was a bit overly optimistic when I estimated the time en route there earlier.
AFB. Störung. AFB. Störung.
Is that warning again? I think that's just a temporary loss of signal or something. Dolice. Or Dolis. Probably not pronouncing that even close to correct. Dolice, maybe. "17 kilometers.
Liefer.
Have to start. Have to consider, or have to start considering planning stopping at Stargard. So we won't be taken by surprise. I think at about 7-8 kilometers out, or maybe even 10, I'm going to start slowing down. Just to be in control of the train when we get closer. It's quite amazing how strong this cargo pushes when you go downhill. It really pushes you. If you don't pay attention, you'll be doing 200 kilometers an hour in no time.
Liefer. 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 Liefer.
Another train waiting on a siding. Another cargo train. I think I've only seen one passenger train on this line so far today. Rest of them have been cargo trains. Or maybe I've seen more passenger trains than I think, because there's been a few at stations, actually. Yeah, I might have seen more than I think I've seen. That was a nice detail there on the right, a sand trap. Some sort of runaway device. Alright, 11.5 kilometers to go. I'm starting to thinking about slowing down. Let's run for another 2-3 kilometers before dropping speed. $7:41 already. So 8 o'clock wasn't such a bad guess after all. So I'll have to take back my statement that we're going to be waiting for an hour. Looks more like we're going to be waiting for 15 minutes. But still, I think I'll postpone that till next time. Because there's still an hour left to drive after that. Alright, 8 kilometers to go, so I'm going to run the dynamic brakes at 64% for a kilometer or two. See how much speed we bleed off. Coming down to 70. So we're dropping around 10 kilometers per hour per kilometer. So that's about right then. I'm keeping it at 64%. If my calculation is correct, we shall hit 0 exactly when we get there. That's going to be interesting to see, if that's the case. Of course, it's all calculations go out the window when you have downhills like we're coming up on here, adding more brakes. We got a red light in 4 kilometers as well, so there's traffic ahead of us.
Liefer.
Oh, I'm going to have to add some brakes here. Don't want to run that red light.
Liefer. Liefer. Yeah, there's obviously traffic ahead of. Otherwise, why would it be red? We are probably a little bit ahead of schedule, so that would explain why there would be traffic ahead. Oh, 7:46. We're supposed to arrive at 8. Liefer.
I have to stop before the next signal.
Liefer.
Okay. Ah, well, I just lost power anyway, so... There was a warning, but I'm not sure what the warning was. I would like to roll a little bit closer to the signal. Not that it would matter, but let's see if we can get power to this thing. No, it's not letting me. So, I suppose we have been stopped by something else. Here we go. Here we go. Looks like we got... No. For a moment there, I thought we had power back. Aha, power line condition. Nope.
Störung. Störung. Störung.
Nope. I wonder what this is. Are we being stopped by the, by the signaling system here? Because I cannot get this engine in motion, or are we being stopped by something else? I would think that it's the safety system that's or a dispatch system that's stopping us. Let's have a look at the let's see if we can get something out of the dispatch system here. Let's see. Well, there is a train ahead of us, that's for sure. 2 trains. Okay, the train coming in the opposite direction is moving towards us. And that's probably why we're sitting here waiting, because there's a switch up ahead. And that train will be switched over on the left track here. So let's see what happens when that train coming the opposite way passes us. I am starting to think that the fact that we are several minutes early might be the reason why we have come to a stop. I was planning to stop closer to the signal, but I think we have been stopped by dispatch. And the reason is, I think, because of the traffic ahead coming towards us at this very moment. Let us see if my theory holds water. Here comes the opposite traffic. Let's see what happens once it's gone past. Okay, so the signal is still red. As far as I can see, there's only one more train ahead of us. And that one isn't moving at the moment. It's going this way, but it's not moving, it's stationary. So, what is the reason the light is, signal is still red, I wonder? Let's see if we have control again. No, we don't. Okay. That's very strange because we're supposed to be... oh, here's something. Because we're supposed to be arriving at 8 o'clock and it's 8 o'clock in a few seconds. But it is not letting me. What if I add some brakes on the loco? And release train brakes? Because we are actually parked in an uphill. So I'm afraid if I release the brakes, we're gonna start rolling backwards. Doesn't really matter because it's not letting me add power. Or is it? No, it's not letting me add power. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I've got power. But is it enough to stop us from rolling down backwards down the hill? Come on. Ooh, pull, pull, pull. Come on. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, oh man. The light is still red though, so I want to take it easy. Okay, well at least we're moving forward. It's a good sign. I'm going to have to ask for your help to explain what just happened there, because I am certainly no expert.
Liefer.
I also would like to know why the signal is still red, because we were supposed to arrive 2 minutes ago. Maybe it was just a case of me not hearing because sometimes you don't hear the alarm. I don't know. This looks like a pretty big city. I'm easing off on the throttle here. I don't want to run a red signal. So if it's red, it's going to have to stop and figure out why it's red. If it doesn't turn green when we approach it. We're also being switched over to the left ahead, so But unfortunately the switch is after the signal. But I wonder if there's a way to request permission to pass. Here's the signal, and it's red.
Lifa.
Let's see in the key commands here if there's a way to request signals, to pass signals here. Clear signal forward. That could be something, but I'm not going to do that yet. No. Because this signal is delaying us now by quite a lot. Let's try this debug command. Let's see. Debug signaling, Control Alt F11. Control Alt F11. Control M and back to auto. No, it seems stubbornly tells us to stay put. Let's see. Turn green. Okay. Here we go. We're actually 7 minutes late now. So the 13 minutes waiting is out the window. Ain't gonna be no 13 minutes waiting for us. We're almost past that already. That was that's a bit puzzling what happened there. But let's proceed. Let's see what happens next.
Lifa.
Okay, it looks like we're being switched over to the left here. And again, oh, red signal again. Stop, 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 stop. Come on, stop.
Liefer.
What just happened here? We got, we have a green, and we did pass a signal, and then I can see that the next one is actually set to approach. So I think we can carry on. There's something strange going on with the signals here. The next one, first we got a green, and then the next one was red, and that's also very strange. That it shouldn't have been a stop. It should have been an approach, I think. And then I wasn't able to stop in time for that, and now we got past that, and we have a signal in 200 meters that says approach. So I don't know what's going on here, really. I'm a bit confused now. But I guess it's the spice of life, is it not? Let's just try and get to the place we were supposed to stop. It's already 12 minutes past 8, and we were supposed to depart at 8 minutes and 8:13. So as per now, we're 12 minutes delayed. Everything was going fine until that signal. So maybe I have misread something, or the dispatcher is having a bad day, because now I'm getting an out of control here. Yep, I'm getting out of control. Why am I getting that? I'm certainly not. I'm very much in control of the train, but this, the signaling system is a different story. Let's stop the train and see if we can. Well, you know what? No, I think I don't want to stop the train right now, because we're already late.
Liefer. 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 Liefer-Zwangsbremsung.
Oh,
Liefer-Zwangsbremsung.
oh, come
Liefer.
on.
Liefer. Liefer. Liefer.
Oh,
Liefer.
yeah. No, this is turning out to be a...
Liefer-Zwangsbremsung.
Yeah. I didn't
Liefer-Zwangsbremsung.
hit the acknowledge button fast enough. Oh. Because I was busy trying to figure out what's going on up ahead here. I think it has something to do with that train we can just see there in the distance. No, it's not letting me drive. We're stopped. This was not how I envisioned this would end. I really thought we were going to be successful in on this run, but it's not looking too good at the moment. 15 minutes behind schedule. There's still 1 kilometer to go.
Liefer. Liefer.
Yes, I'm here. Just wish I could get to the point where we need to stop and... Oh, I certainly hope we're not on collision course with that train there. You know, maybe that's the reason for all of this trouble. No, we're not. I have no idea then what this has been all about. I see we had another red signal ahead. For some reason, we're not getting any closer to where we were supposed to stop. And I think actually we were supposed to stop here in this yard. So let's stop before the next signal and see if we can get this signaling system back into automatic. I am not pleased with this situation. Let's see. No, there's no way it won't let me put it back into warning, train is not back on original route. Well, I did not change the route. Okay, well, I'm not going to mess around with this anymore now, really. This is it's not good for me, it's not good for you. I'm going to have to try and read or continue on from this point on my own, I think. I don't think I will be involving you in this, because there's obviously a problem here. Don't know if it's something I did or it is because we were too early, or perhaps another train is was too late. I really don't know. Really don't know. But I do notice something that's not good. There's a train coming this way. I'm going to have to switch. I'm going to have to switch him over, I think. You know, this annoys me as well. I would really like to figure out what's going on here. So I think I'm going to keep going, actually, and wait until that train passes, and then just get back on the line. And see if I can get back on track, so to speak. I just realized that it may not be just the fact that I was late. There may be other trains that are not on time. So I'm just going to wait for the inbound train to pass, and then I'm going to move out of the way. Yeah, that train should be passing here in a few moments. "23 minutes behind schedule." Not happy with this. Let's see if I can figure out what went wrong here. Freight sidings. We were supposed to be on the freight sidings. But are we not on the freight sidings? One would think we were on the freight sidings. Actually, the incoming train has gotten a red light. So I'm going to go ahead and drive. And just ignore it. I'm just going to ignore the... No, I cannot ignore it. It's, let's try now. Let's see. Let's see if we cannot get back on track. If we pass that train, get back on the main line. Hope so. If not, I might as well just cancel the trip and add in my resignation. I think the signaling system failed. And we were doing so well too. Darn it. Everything was going so smooth up until now. Ay, ay, ay.
Liefer.
Well, look at that. I was able to set the signaling system back into auto here. And I'm now, it just says missed on this stop, but that's all it says. So we actually, looks like we can proceed. Wow. Well, that's a lot of confusion, but all right.
Liefern.
Let's see if we can bring this thing back up to speed then. I'm pretty sure it's my fault and nothing else. Oh, here's a... I think this sign up there means that there is a temporary restriction on the line.
Liefer.
I'm also pretty sure I'm going to get fired for this. But I don't really know what... I wish I knew what happened. I really do. But my mind is blank. Cannot imagine what went wrong. Oh well. Almost 30 minutes late, but we're still alive. Cannot believe that took all that time either, because until that red light we were right on time. Going too fast, of course. Maybe I can get away with it by saying it's my first day on the job. That would be something. Well, it is my first day on the job, isn't it? I've never driven this train or route before. Yeah, I will get away with it. I'll just blame it on poor training. So why didn't you give me better training? That's what I'm going to do. Think I'll get away with this? Maybe we can run a little bit over the speed limit and catch up some of the delay as well. That would be something. Who's gonna tell? They probably have GPS mounted in these things, so they're... Okay. There's a Störung. And the thing about this is when you get delayed like this, everything behind you is going to get delayed as well. Oh, I'm going to be Man of the Year. After this trip. It will go down in the history books. I will never hear the end of it, I'm sure.
Lifa.
I'm deliberately going faster than the speed limit now to try to make up some time. Don't tell anyone. I'm in enough trouble as I am. Also, I'm having a hard time reading the distance here.
Lifa.
But it's let's see.
Lifa. Lifa.
Just going to have to keep my
Lifa.
eyes open.
Lifa. 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 Lifa.
Okay, so switch is coming up. I have to start slowing down.
Lifa.
I wonder if I'm going to have to. I'm afraid it says 80 speed limit on the switches. It does. They do say 80, but
Lifa.
can it be so? Should I have faith and just try running them at 80? That's what it says on the track monitor. '89. So let's hit the brakes a little bit. Let's have faith and let's believe in the track monitor that says 80
Lifa.
kilometers per hour is the limit. And see what that will give us. Hopefully we will be okay.
Lifa.
Okay, here it comes. Hold on. Hang on to your horses, because here it comes. Oh. Wow. That was scary. I'm doing 60 now. It just feels so wrong doing this at this speed. Oh, ooh. But it is what it does say 80 on the speed monitor, or sorry, track monitor. So, oh wow! Oh, look at this! Ooh. Oh boy! That feels so wrong. Oh man, look. Ooh. Oh. Oh, this. Oh, no way. No way are you supposed to to go through those switches at that speed. I just cannot believe it. It's very hard for me to believe that you're supposed to run this switch or even this corner here at this speed. Oh man, I ran through a car. Things are just looking better by the minute. Okay. Okay, let's look ahead and let bygones be bygones. Maybe we will get to our destination in one piece after all. Another switch. Fingers crossed this will be as successful as the others. Ooh. Well, this is one well-built train, I can tell you that. Yet another switch coming up in a few kilometers. This has been an interesting trip, to say the least. Very interesting. Quite the experience. But I do think we are getting closer to the destination than I thought.
Lifa.
Oh, I see a speed limit of 50 there. Okay, time to start slowing down. That's not the first switch, but the second two switches there coming up has a speed restriction of 50 kilometers per hour. And they're about 4 kilometers away. So let us take it easy. We have come all this way and we don't want to
Lifa.
have a disaster now. I think we're closer to the destination than I was expecting. So we might not be all that late after all. It's supposed to arrive at 8:59. It's now 8:50, and it's hard to read what it says, but I think it's single digits. 6.2 kilometers might be what it says up there. And then from that point to the final destination, it's supposed to be around 9 minutes of driving. So we might not be as this might not be as hopeless as I thought.
Rifa.
It's like when I do the flying in the flight simulator, I always consider any landing that I can walk away from a successful landing. So I guess arriving at the destination without derailing the train is should be considered an acceptable result. Coming up on the first of 3 switches.
Rifa.
Doing 63 kilometers per hour at the moment. By the time we hit the next switch, we need to be doing 50 or less. But look at that. There, we are supposed to stop not too far away from here. This is going much better than I was afraid it would. Here's the first switch. And going a little bit fast, so applying some brakes. Okay, looks like we're getting somewhere.
Rifa. Rifa. Rifa.
That was an interesting cargo. There was a bus sitting on top of that train. Just thought it looked so nice with the bus on top there that I wanted to see it again. Okay, we should... we're coming up on the stop. This isn't hopeless. 8:54. We're supposed to arrive at 8:59. And it's only a couple of kilometers down the road here. So this is far from over. might end up with a, you know, if it all is well, if it ends well, isn't that what they say?
Liefer.
We've already been driving for almost 3.5 hours too. Wow, time goes fast when you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun. Flies. It really does. Okay, we're coming into a freight yard. This is looking better by the second. Wow, look at this. Quite an impressive facility. $8.56. This isn't hopeless. This is not hopeless.
AFB. Störung. AFB. Störung.
Oh no, it's doing it again. It's doing it again, I'm afraid. Oh, hang on, no, it's not. Stop. Stop the train. Stop the train. Nice and easy.
Liefer. Liefer.
Yes, look at this. We can carry on in 4 minutes 27 seconds. We are back on track here now. We were 28 seconds late upon arrival here. So from here to where we must stop the train is 8 minutes. Wow, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? That is nice. Could have probably pulled forward a little bit more, but it's hard to see the distance on the. Wow, that's very nice. Let's see if we can have a look outside. We are stuck here waiting anyway, so. Got nothing better to do than to walk the length of the train and just check it out. This is a fresh color of this shipping container. A 45 feet container. They're all 45 feet, extra long. But they're not high cubes. They're just 45 feet. So this is the end of our train. Let's have a look at the. So I'm guessing this is Szczecin over there, the big city. Here's the port. Is it where the cranes are? That must be the docks. I like what they've done with the map here. Nice work. It must have taken quite a few hours of work to get this modeled. Quite impressive what people can do, really, when we put our minds to it. Okay, 20 seconds and we can keep going.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, we're cleared. Don't think it's very far actually to the final, let's say, resting place. It's been 3.5 hours, everyone. How about that? do you say to that? 3.5 hours. I'm going to watch my speed. I do not want to get up to, it says 50, but I don't want to get up to that high speed here. I don't think it's, current delay 0 minutes. This is fantastic. After all the trouble we've been through, we're still here on time. Yeah, it's fantastic. So we're going to the right. I was thinking here, but no, this switch is set to straight, so it's the next switch. We're making a right turn.
Liefer.
Oh, yep, here we are. This is the container port. It's not too far now till we are supposed to come to a complete stop. So, oh, there's a ship on the right here loading containers. Nice. That is nice. Big heavy lift crane there.
Liefer.
Excellent stuff. Very impressive. I think we need to stop before the end of the line here. Oh, here we go. Train has terminated. We made it. Will you look at that? We made it. We are in Szczecin at the port, delivering our cargo, I suppose. That is wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm happy with that result. Well, I guess that's it, everyone. If you have been here all this time with me on this journey, my sincere thanks. I really appreciate it, and I would appreciate it even more if you took the time to click the like button. I know every YouTuber asks for it, but it really is important. And also, sorry for the delay and whatever I might have said or done wrong in advance. And I hope you have enjoyed our time together as much as I have. And I wish you joy and happiness. Hook it out.